right, good afternoon, Kristina. How are you today?
Hello.
Okay, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. You were a
Yeah.
personal referral from my leader, from Sam Bradley. So I was very excited to speak with you. She spoke very highly about your experience and your interactions with her. So what I'd like to do now is give you the floor, and why don't you tell me a little bit about what you have been doing lately, education-wise and work-wise?
My background is a little bit of everything. I did sales, I did PR, I did marketing. And when I wanted to round out my skills and take a little project management course in Daytona State College, I really fell in love with it, especially when we worked on projects such as remodeling a hotel. That was exciting. And I currently am still on an ongoing project to open a Daytona chapter of Project Management International with my professor from college. So I really enjoy it and I fell in love with it. And from that little course that I wanted to take, I ended up switching to a bachelor program and getting a bachelor in business management with a focus on project management. And I graduated with honors, which was also very surprising but exciting. But again, I enjoyed it so much. And currently, I am doing sales for a business coach who runs a a podcast, and I'm reaching out on LinkedIn. So I work a lot of LinkedIn. And previously, I was an operations manager virtually for an Arizona company, a mid-sized company, where we did a virtual inspections. And that was a government project until it ended. So that's why I'm no longer there. It was exciting. I helped increase the revenue of the company by 30% in the year that I worked there. We utilized quality assurance, tracking dashboards. We also saved the company money by outsourcing. We outsourced to another country, which saved a lot of money for the company. And I ended up also coaching the team of 15 employees under me in mindset, entrepreneurial mindset, basically. And I'm also very proud of that. And I was very sad to go, but government project ended. So I am in search of a company I would work for for the long run and grow my skills and become a project manager to manage any projects in any field, basically. I would love to be in construction as well as IT. And let's see where it goes.
Okay, wonderful. And before we started talking, or before we recorded this portion of it, we were talking about the project at 1909 Oceanside.
Yes.
And you were the project manager about that. And I was very intrigued by it because I've actually been there and I saw all of the renovations as they were taking place. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what the day in and day out looked like on that project?
Day in and day out was it was COVID time, so everything we worked virtually. We also ended up meeting at the hotel once or twice a week to review all the documentation, to see what needed to be done, to overcome obstacles that came up. There was a lot of stakeholder miscommunication, which we had to work on. So I was very often in between stakeholders, trying to find a common ground and get the money to actually run the project till its completion, as well as save money. And we coordinated contractors, we coordinated with vendors. We had to get rid of somebody that didn't work, and we had to hire somebody that did work. So we worked on lobby, bar, restaurant, kitchen, and the apartment units that were right above the downstairs area. And we worked on budget schedules, and it ended up being a good result.
How did you keep all of that organized? What skills did you use?
We used the communication tools within our team. I wasn't the main project manager as I was a student, so I was an assistant project manager to Professor Grady Meeks, which was our main project manager. And what we did is we had a cloud where we kept all our documentation, and we worked simultaneously with the team on the communication, and we used tools such as Trello, Canva, and what did we use? We used Teams, and
Okay.
we used, yeah, and Microsoft tools, other Microsoft tools.
Microsoft. Okay, wonderful. And you have recently graduated, correct? From that program you talked about
Yes,
your offerings.
graduated December 23.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. And you are seeking, you said project management, construction mainly is what you were interested in.
I would be,
You reside here in Volusia County?
yes, I'm in Ormond Beach.
In Ormond Beach. Okay, wonderful. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the interview, but don't go anywhere. We have a few more things to chat about.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.